Access Fort Wayne offers reflections of our community. Production facilities provided by Access Fort Wayne are a service of the Allen County Public Library. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting organizations. For more information about creating your own television program with Access Fort Wayne, call 421-1250.
Hey, this is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page, and today we have a wonderful guest. His name is Fernando Tarango. Hey, welcome to my show, old chap. So, what else is new? How are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing fine. Hey, you're a musician, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What do you sing? What kind of songs?
I really have run the full gambit. I'm a professionally trained tenor.
Oh.
From classical music, but then also I'm a songwriter.
How many songs have you done?
Oh, definitely. I
billions?
mean, probably in the hundreds.
In the hundreds? Oh.
Yeah, it's always writing something. They're not all good, but I've definitely written plenty.
So what else have you done?
How
are you doing?
As far as songwriting?
Yeah.
Composing.
Composing.
Yeah, definitely composing for music licensing opportunities and commercial music opportunities. Writing music for the Wickersham Brothers, the band project here in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long you been with them? How many people are in there?
We're at 5 people right now,
Mm-hmm.
and our first performance as a 5-piece was in March at Pint Slice.
Oh.
So it's coming up on about a year.
Just a year old?
Yeah, I've known the bassist for 2 years,
Yeah.
we started the Wickersham Brothers from there, but pretty much as a 5-piece, just about a year.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
1 year. You should
it's pretty
celebrate
exciting.
on the celebration day, eh?
That's a good idea.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
So I remember seeing you with the Wickersham. Wickersham?
Yeah, Wickersham Brothers, yeah. Where
Yeah,
did
you were
see
at
us?
Pint and Slice.
Oh, right, yeah. That was our first gig as a 5-piece.
Oh, for goodness gracious!
Actually,
And
we're
you
6-piece then.
you sounded like you've been doing it for years and years.
That's the benefit of the experienced players that I lined
Yeah.
up.
Where'd you
or
get
that we
'em?
lined up, really.
Where'd you find them?
I met Kale. He contacted me online. He had seen a video of me playing over at Come to Go Music Hall, and he messaged me, and we met up and talked music, and it was clearly a good fit. So we decided to make music, and
What does he play?
he plays bass.
Bass.
He plays electric bass and upright bass, and at our CD release party, he was on big old samba drum. But he's a musician, so I think he can play anything that makes noise.
And the others?
So we've got Kale on bass. We have Brad Crossland on drum set. We have Jason Markson on congas and auxiliary percussion.
Oh, that's
and
my
then
favorite.
Logan Weber on saxophone.
Logan Weber.
Yes.
So you do like a duel with him once in a while, or?
Yeah, so Logan and I perform sometimes on the summers. I don't know if you saw us around last summer, but we were out, just busking on street corners, but we also do a lot of corporate events and, sort of cocktail parties, because acoustic guitar and saxophone really works well. It's a nice background and mood setting, and
Blends together.
it does.
Yeah.
So we perform in that ensemble whenever people would like that, and he and I also perform in a cover band, a wedding dance band.
Wedding dance band?
Yes.
Like A Night to Remember?
Exactly, Night to Remember.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yes.
That's your band's name?
Yeah, it's I guess I don't know if it's
A Night to Remember.
my band, but John Darnell is sort of the head of that ensemble, and John Darnell plays everywhere. He's an excellent guitarist. think most
Di-
people have seen him play.
Has he been with other bands or?
Yes, he played with What She Said and April's Alibi, and
Oh,
also
I've
played
heard
with
of What
Sugar
She
Shot
Said.
for a little while.
Yeah. So you're not from around here. I remember having you on my show a wee while ago, but almost 2 years ago,
Oh,
a
has
year
it
and a
been?
half ago.
Time
Wow.
flies.
Anyways, let's refresh their memory. Where have you been born? Where were you born? When?
I was born in Texas. In a
Texas.
small town outside of El Paso, Texas, called San Elizario. A real
That's it?
small
Yeah.
farming community. It was,
Yeah.
adobe house and.
Oh, you're kidding. You're
uh,
not. Adobe house?
Yeah, my dad built.
real
My dad
one?
built it and made my sisters
Oh.
crush the mud and the straw with their feet and dried it in the sun and adobe house.
How old were you when you moved?
My family moved to Fort Wayne when I
Yeah.
was 9 years old.
Yeah.
I went to Adams Elementary for a year before I went to the American Boy Choir School out in New Jersey.
American Boy Choir.
Yes.
How about the Pacific Boy Choir Academy? I understand that you have done with working with Grammy Award-winning Pacific Boy Choir Academy,
Yeah.
and who has San Francisco Choir Society.
Well, after I graduated from University of Michigan School of Music,
Yeah.
I actually had a job lined up as singing on an a cappella quartet in a barbershop quartet for a cruise ship.
Yeah.
But we had our sale date and everything. We were waiting for our contract, and last minute, they pulled our entertainment from the budget, so
Oh.
I was without a job.
Oh.
And I was talking to my friend Kevin Fox, who directs the Pacific Boy Choir out in Oakland, California,
Oh, yeah.
and he convinced me to move out there and work for them, and it was an amazing time. I spent about 3.5 years out there. Working for them and touring with them,
Gee, you've been
singing
around.
for them.
Have you
Yes.
been overseas?
Yes, definitely.
Ah. Whereabouts? I know in Europe, but where?
Yeah, I mean, so that's the beauty of with music. It's it can take you lots of places, and either
Yeah.
with the American Boy Choir School or traveling in college or singing with the Pacific Boy Choir. I think I've been over to 13, maybe 15 different countries.
I have never been anywhere else but Canada and United States.
Oh, well,
I'm from Toronto itself, so
definitely.
been-
Anytime I recommend getting outside of the U.S., it gives a good perspective. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things that we do all right. There are definitely a lot of things that other countries do all right. So just learning from different cultures and
yeah, you pick up the good.
yeah, exactly. Pick up the good.
You've done a number of live shows and several videos. How many videos have you made so far?
Oh, I have no idea.
Guess.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Maybe. I mean, the ones that I've made, I think I've probably uploaded some 20 videos up to YouTube, but there's probably about 40 out there.
Yeah. Commercials and.
Oh, if you're including commercials, yeah, that too. I don't know how many. I don't know, maybe about 10 or so I've done with ResFX Productions. They're an excellent commercial company in town. But
Do you get royalties?
I am not sure if I get any royalty cuts from any of the specific commercials because they're usually work for hire.
Ah.
Which, you get paid for what you do. However, I have a couple song placements on some old television shows that there'll probably be a couple few royalties trickling in over the years.
Yeah, $1 here, $1 there.
Yeah, they're small, but it all adds up.
It adds up.
It's a pennies game. You got to build the pennies.
Who's your classical guitarist? Ken
Yaley.
Yaley.
Yes.
I understand he's pretty good.
He's pretty excellent.
Yeah.
He's an excellent guy, and he's also very driven as far as working together and getting our name out there. There are a lot of excellent musicians, but finding the musicians who can do the groundwork and in reaching people and getting performance and just building your work opportunity. People need to know who you are. They need to see you play, and so he's got a great head on his shoulders for just creating work for ourselves, which is what we have to do as musicians.
Are you your own manager, or you have someone else?
Yeah, I'm my own manager, and the way it works out I'm working under the auspice of Fernando Tarango Productions.
Yes, tell me about that.
And it's a network. It's pretty much just a network of musicians. We have our different ensembles that we want to lead or that we're working for, and it's almost, I manage myself in that, I'm often trying to find work for myself as well, but within these different ensembles, they're almost like my manager, because Ken Yealy is often he's often booking performances and whatnot, so it's just a matter of...
So you work together.
Exactly.
Now this productions, do you have like a mission statement?
We don't have a mission statement yet,
Oh, you don't.
But
We aim to please.
right, yeah, we aim to please.
All
or,
right. Okay.
Your fifth pancake is free.
All right.
Yeah, I want the network to be, just composed of some of Fort Wayne's finest musicians.
Yeah.
And, my personal goal is finding work opportunities for the best musicians.
Do people come to you?
That's the plan. I think anytime anybody needs anything to do with music, I'm a resource that, if I can't do it for whatever reason,
Then you ship it out.
then I know someone who can. There's a strong network of extremely
Helping each
capable
other.
musicians here who can really do anything.
Yeah. But it's like this lattice here. It's all intertwining, and yet all one solid piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
much.
Hey, I was bright, wasn't I? Okay. You also were commissioned to do work for the Mika
Dautsa Dance
Dance.
Dance Theater.
Where's that?
That's here in Fort Wayne.
Oh, here?
Yes, it's a professional dance troupe. All here in Fort Wayne, professional dancers. Elizabeth studied out in New York.
What language is that?
Mika Dautsa?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Je sais pas.
I forget. I know
Mika.
he knows. We've talked about it.
That
forget.
is either Dutch or German or Austrian.
No, it's definitely a Slavic or closer
Austrian?
to
Das is
closer
good,
to
yeah.
Russian.
Yeah, it's a good name. What kind of music are you really into? Is it jazz? Is it contemporary, alternate?
I mean, I like music that makes me tap my foot and bop my head. I like music with the groove.
Yeah.
Not that that's the only music I like, but even in classical music,
Yeah.
I like music that makes me want to tap along, and that's reflective in a lot of the music that I write generally, or that I have in common with the Wickersham brothers. Is we all have that same enjoyment in music.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz.
Blues,
Jazz.
Sure, blues. I'll take anything that's fun to listen to.
Take anything. Okay. Sorry. Listen. You're one of my favorite musicians.
Oh, thank you.
So when I first managed to interview you the last time before this time, I was quite nervous because I was a shy little thing around you. But I'm not shy now.
Oh, yeah. Rock on. That's the beauty of experience.
Yeah, I mean, this is my 4th year as a producer, host of Patty's Page.
It seems like it's going well.
It's good. It's good. I love it.
Yeah.
And you've been into music how many years? How old were you when you started to sing?
I mean, music has been a part of my life. My mom was a music teacher. My parents met in high school band. So I think just music has been, I'm sure I was attending my mom's music rehearsals when I was in her belly, so.
So you learned from there, eh?
I think so. It's
So
just
it came out, hey, Mom, what's up?
those vibrations were there from the very start. So it's just a matter of continuing them and finding them and building
Yes,
upon the ones that please me.
So what do you see in the future for yourself, your production company. It is Fernando Tarango Productions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, and I mean, I think in the future, I'm trying to build my name and my name recognition, as far as I can as a songwriter and band frontman. But I see in the future, I really like to fall more and more in the background, and
behind the scene.
yeah, and produce other artists and be creative, behind the scenes and helping other artists reach
Are you touring?
similar goals.
Are you
Not
just
yet.
concentrating on your business?
Yeah,
Your
right now
production?
I've got I need to build that solid foundation
Yeah.
here. So being able to survive locally is essentially, and then once I can do that, then I can branch out. Or at the same time, we're looking to opportunities in Indianapolis and in the tri-state region, especially with Wickersham Brothers, because that's a product that's ready to find its audience, because there's an audience out there for it. It's
You
just
do have
matter
a
of finding-
following.
Yes, exactly, and it's just time to build upon that so we can further sustain ourselves.
You're on Facebook. I know you're on Facebook.
Yep, Facebook, Fernando Tarango, or the Wickersham Brothers. You can look up the Wickersham
yeah.
Brothers on Facebook. Got the Twitter,
Like you.
Fernando Tarango. And
Like Fernando
yep,
Tarango.
Instagram.
Yeah. So you're really busy with. Are you on Twitter?
I am. Yep, Fernando Tarango. Twitter.
But on Facebook, you're really busy with what's coming up. Who you're going to. You got a good website too. I've been on it.
Thank you. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, they're going to put up the website. All right, here.
I
timed it
oh,
just right.
nice. Good work.
All right. www.fernandotarango.com.
Yep, spelled it right even.
Oh,
That's
my
not often that happens.
stars. I had a little rough time the last time I was introduced to you, Tarango. I kept on thinking it was another word, that it was spelled different or something like that.
Oh.
So
yeah, it's
what does
it's
it
actually
mean?
not that hard to spell.
I know, with me. Well, what does that mean? Your last name?
I think
Does
it
have a
means
meaning?
awesome.
You're awesome.
Yes.
Octaliva.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So, where else have you performed? Like you being in Steamboat.
Oh, the steam train.
Steam train.
Right, the old Cent 65 nickel plate. Did the Wabash Cannonball trip. That was with Logan Weber, and that was the first passenger rail to leave Fort Wayne.
Oh.
The first in 20 years, over 20 years.
Oh.
So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing more of the train network coming in and out of Fort Wayne, because that just makes it makes life a little easier when you can get to larger cities and larger populations. Even as a musician, back Fort Wayne used to be such an easy stop to and from Chicago that
Trains.
by train, Chicago musicians would come in for the
Yeah.
weekend and build their Fort Wayne following. And
No trains now, except for that one that you said after 20 years they finally get it going again.
correct, yeah, and I believe it's Northeast Indiana Passenger Rail Association.
Is it expensive?
Who's
You don't
trying
have
to
to mention prices,
get
but
more. That particular trip, I'm not sure how much it cost.
You don't
we
have to-
were hired as entertainment, so I didn't have to look at those.
Well,
But it was used as a fundraiser for the Historic Railroad Society.
okay.
So, I'm sure all the money went to a good cause, and they're, those that association is also strongly linked to the other association, which are trying to get more passenger rail here in Fort Wayne, and that's really going to help the the local economy. If you can get that, suddenly these larger cosmopolitan areas aren't as far away, and they're easy to get to.
I was going to ask, you did street corners. Okay, samba lines.
Samba line, yeah, for our
Samba.
CD release party at.
You had one. How many CD releases have you had? Okay.
I believe at least the ones that I've that are self-produced are I believe 4.
How many CDs do you have altogether, dear?
That I've been on.
Yeah,
Oh,
that you have in your name.
Oh, under my name?
Yeah.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Well, solo is just 3 albums under my name, and
Right.
then there's the Wickersham Brothers. You know,
Right.
that's a 4th.
Right.
And then I've been the solo vocalist on like a Dream Rodeo project by John Gillespie.
Oh.
And that's Gregorian chant set to
Love it.
Modern production.
I was raised Roman Catholic. I'm Lutheran now, but I was raised Roman Catholic, and that was my favorite. Oh. So, you've also been on Julia Meek.
Oh, yes, I've got a session lined up this Thursday with Ken Yealy for Julia Meek.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Is it live? No.
No, it won't be live. It'll be recorded, and then, I mean, it's recorded live. And
As
then,
opposed to.
yes, as opposed to recorded in history.
So, yeah. You also been to Come to Go Music Hall.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you been there? Do you know? Is it countless of times, or?
No, actually, I only performed there once. I was opening up for Mark Cruz, who plays a double neck acoustic guitar. So I got to open up for him, and that was really beneficial. I got some great video.
Yeah.
Because they capture the performances there, 3 cameras, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
And that's actually how I ended up meeting Kale, the bass player for Wickersham Brothers. So that was a wonderful,
1
wonderful
years
experience.
old, eh?
Yep, and got to work with Jan Hancock, which is always fun.
Speaking about 1 years old, someone's going to have a baby.
Yeah. That's me.
You're a proud papa.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how proud I get. I'm sure it'll
Guitars.
be just fine.
Cigarettes, I mean, and all that.
For the baby?
No. Hand out, what do you call those? Cigars. To every, if it's a boy.
Oh, right. Yeah. Do they do cigars if it's only a boy?
I don't know.
Do they do them if it's just...
I never had any
either way?
babies myself. I wish I did, but I always see musicals and movies. Oh, baby boy, here, have a cigar.
Yeah, I think I get some cigars. Maybe some. I don't know if we can get any Cuban cigars here in Fort Wayne. We'll see.
How
I'm
about,
sure Regal's has some cigars.
do you smoke?
No, but maybe
That's
it's time
good.
to pick up smoking.
No,
if I'm gonna be a
that's
dad,
a
right?
bad habit.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Oh my goodness, we got 5 minutes left. So tell me, you have a new CD out now?
Yes, it's an EP.
EP.
So
How many
it's,
songs? That's 7?
Five
Five?
tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with the Wickersham Brothers. We record it here at Digitrax, and also at RX Studios. Troy Kof did some recording for us, and Zach Davidson recorded for us up at Digitrax, and it sounds really good. It's a really good product, so we're excited.
So, when is the release has already happened, right?
Yes. Yep. In November.
Drat, I would like to have come to see them.
Well,
So are you working on another? No, you're working on right now. You're getting it ready for the BB.
Well, right now we're building our audience. So this is our year to
Right.
perform out. We've performed at Club Soda. We performed at Deer Park.
You're all over the map.
Yeah, we've performed at J.K. O'Donnell's and trying to find the venues that really work well for us and just finding our audience. So
Where
once
do
we
you-
do that, we can build upon that and, have an audience for which to release music.
You have MySpace, Reverb Nation.
We don't do MySpace. I know MySpace is trying to make a comeback, so
Oh.
we'll see how.
They have a strange
how that
format.
goes.
Anyways, how about Reverb Nation? Are you there?
I'm on Reverb Nation.
Are you
yes.
now? So am
Yeah.
I.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, hand it
yeah,
there, man.
pleasure to meet you and
Fellow
outside of Reverb.
Reverb Nation people.
Yeah, you have your ranking.
I have
Yep.
number 1
Ooh,
in spiritual.
Oh, hey, rock on.
Yeah, you should go to my thing and I'll show you. I'll go to yours if you go to mine. Oh. Anyways, your production studio, it's a studio, right?
No, so we're a network of different musicians in different studios.
You have a bit like an office or something like that.
I work out of home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do use ResFX Productions as sometimes a home base, and
Yeah.
especially using their studio space or teaching voice lessons out of their
Oh, you teach
studios.
voice lessons. So how do people can get in touch with you to schedule a pre-programming meeting or free vocal consultation?
Well, they
You
can-
go to your website?
Yeah,
or-
go to website fernandotarango.com. You know, there's a form there you can fill out and ask me whatever question you need, or you can just email me directly, info@fernandotarango.com.
Mm-hmm. Listen, it's almost time to go.
All right.
I enjoy myself.
Yes, it was great talking to you.
Thank you, Fernando Tarango, and all that sort of stuff. You know the drill. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't know it was that part added to
It was
it.
our secret handshake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now we got one.
Yeah.
So I like to thank everybody for tuning in to my show. This is Fernando Tarango. He's one of my faves. And thank you for coming. And I'll see you next week. Ciao, ciao.
Can show you the way. Let me be your shining light. Keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when water rises high. When you're lost upon your way, I'm alive.